Good afternoon everyone. My name is Neltrelo Tarasin. I am here in front to all of you to report about communicative competence and the parts of it. So, communicative competence is refers to the learner's ability to understand and use language appropriately to communicate in authentic rather than simulated social and school environments. So, cognitive competence has four components. And what are those? First, grammatical competence refers to the knowledge of lexical items and rules, morphology, syntax, semantics, and phonology. When we are saying or when we heard the word morphology, it is the study of sounds. Syntax is the study of meanings, and semantics study of sentences, and phonology is study of words. So, in the second type of community competence is discourse competence, which refers to the ability to connect sentences in structures of discourse to form meaningful utterances. Discourse competence focuses on intersentential relationships. An intersensual relationship refers to relationship between or among sentences. So it is connects the streets of discourse. It is connecting to other sentences to make it a perfect grammar. So it is a discourse competence. Third is social linguistic competence. Refers to the understanding of the social context in which the language is used. Like how do we use the language correctly, or how the language we use to other people, how do we communicate to other people. That is social linguistic competence. And the rules of the participants, the information they share, and the function of the interaction. In other words, how one uses the languages depends on the situation, who he is talking with, the relationship of the speaker, hearer, writer, or reader. So the last type of communicative competence is the strategic competence. Strategic competence refers to the verbal and non-verbal communicative strategies used to prevent or compensate breakdown of communication due to insufficient competence. In this kind of competence, it is very like you are doing some verbal communication, like talking to your friends, non-verbal communication by doing some hand gestures. There is a strategic competence. So there are there is style of communication or communicative competence, and there are five types of communicative competence, and we also consider it as a communicative competence style of communication. First is frozen or rhetorical used in public speaking. Like for example, you are in the very crowded area, or you are in the crowded area, and then you are talking to your friend or to your colleagues. So there is a rhetorical or public speaking. So deliberative. The second style of communication is deliberative. So which is used in addressing to large audiences, which limit interaction between speaker and listeners. Like for example, the teacher and the students. So the teacher is the speaker and the student is the listeners. That is a deliberative communication. So the third type of style of communication is the consultative. Is a dialogue where words are chosen with care, like proper patient conversation or interviews. It's because in this style of communication, you need to choose the right way to communicate to your friends, like for example, your friends in a broken situation of his loved ones, and then you need to give some advice to her, like you need to choose the exact word that made made her calm. So that is a consultative style of communication. So the first type of communication communication is the casual. It's a conversation between friends, colleagues, or family members. It is very common and it's very broad for all of you guys. It's because casual is like you're bros talking with your friends, colleagues, your family. You're very open for that. You're open to that person. You're open in that environment. So that is a casual style of communication. So the last type of style of communication is that intimate, which is a complete absence of social inhibitions like talk between lovers, family members. Where definition of casual communication? It's because intimate communication is like ano, your loved ones. You're talking to your loved ones, you're talking to your lovers. When it comes for intimate, it is necessarily give some not shy love when you are doing communication. You have reason to do communication, so that is intimate style of communications. So before I end my interview, before I end my what's called this, before I end my reporting, I would like to ask everyone here in this room if there's any clarifications, questions regarding to my report today. Okay na, thank you and that's all.